is my kitchen, and I'm doing some cooking today. So as you can see, I have all my things around me. I'm going to show you today how to make a really great, really tasty snack, which is ideal for post-workout or any time that you're on the go and you need a healthy, balanced, nutritious snack. And I'm using grains and seeds and just showing you how to cook with them, something different basically. Now, I got this recipe, a little bit of inspiration that I'd seen on YouTube, but also it's got all my own ingredients and little twists thrown in there. So to start with, I've boiled up a load of quinoa, or like, if you don't know what that is, it's spelled quinoa, but I think it's pronounced quinoa. And I've got about 250 grams dried here, so I'm going to use about half of that. So that's what it looks like cooked up. It looks like sort of grainy, like couscous type of thing. So I'll use about half of that, and I'll save the rest for another recipe, which I'll be doing a savoury one. So yeah, quinoa you can use sweet or savoury. It's ideal. It just takes on the flavour of whatever you put in with it. Okay, so that's about 100 dry weight of quinoa. From then I'm going to add in, I've just got a whole load of, I don't know, my size, about 4 handfuls, probably 1.5 to 2 cups of dried mixed fruit and dates in there. Dates are fruit, I know, yeah. It was already pre-mixed, mixed fruit, and then I added chopped dates. So you can have whatever you like, really. To that, I will then add about a cup of, you can use just oats, large steel-cut oats, or a mixture of different flakes, wheat flakes, bran, seeds, whatever you like, oats in there. I also have some omega seeds here, so a mixture of all sorts of mixed seeds, just throw a load in there. No real recipe for this, just be as liberal as you like. I'll then add to that just a sprinkle of, yep, that is cinnamon. Sprinkle of cinnamon, as much as you like. It's really good for your metabolism. It really encourages you to burn your energy quickly. It's got a thermogenic effect. And then a little bit of nutmeg as well. Maybe not as much nutmeg as cinnamon for the taste. It can be a little bit severe. From then, I'm going to just, let's see, however much cocoa powder you like, depending on how strong a chocolate taste you want. I'm putting absolutely loads in there. Probably about, I'd say 3 heap dessert spoons. A bit more. I like my chocolate to taste very dark, strong chocolatey flavours. So I'm just going to combine that with a spatula. So that's looking good. It's looking very dry at the moment, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Okay, from here, just to give it a little bit more fat burning potential, and something that's great actually is antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and great thermogenic, i.e. fat burning, is ginger. So I'm just going to grab a load of ginger, probably grate a massive chunk of that in, loads of the stuff. My husband loves ginger, so Gareth will be glad to have some of this. Extra little bit in there. Okay. My hands are clean, by the way. Okay. And just because I feel like you don't have to do this, but I've got dried chilies, just a small dried chilli there, crumble a little bit in, and yeah, you'll notice that once you get into a bit of chilli there. Okay. Next, I'm going to put a whole banana in there. You can put 2 if you want more of a creamy texture, creamy consistency. So yeah, why not? Put 2 of them in. So this is great because obviously bananas have a load of really great nutrients. They're also a good anti-inflammatory fruit as well. So great for your digestion, loads of fibre, and they add a creaminess to your recipe. From here, I'm going to take 1, 2 big dollopy small tablespoon, teaspoons of honey, and nice stuff. After that, let's get a little bit more protein and some good fats in there. A couple of, maybe about 2 or 3 big globs. Whoa, easy getting carried away there, of peanut butter. So I'll pop those in there. Okay, and next ingredient, again just to add a little bit more of a liquid consistency, bit of creaminess. I'm going to have just a little bit of a dollop of yoghurt. Okay, so a bit of peanut butter with that as well. So I'm just going to combine that loosely. It's still very thick, quite dry. Just from here, add a little bit of oil. I'm using olive oil. You can use rapeseed oil, omega oil, whatever you like. And if it's still quite a thick consistency, quite a dry consistency I should say, you can always add a little bit of milk or a little bit of rice milk. Now Gareth likes rice milk, so I'll add a tiny bit of that, but you don't want the mixture to be wet, you want it still to be quite claggy. I'll show you why. Once you start breaking down the mixture, it needs to be sort of binding quite well so that you can then put it into your tin. Okay, now I'm just going to step over here and blitz this. I don't know if you can see, but I've got a hand blender here. I'm just going to give that a bit of a whiz with the blender. Absolutely anything you like to this mixture. Sometimes if I don't have orange zest in my mixed fruit, mixed dried fruit, I can actually grate some orange zest into that and add a bit of orange juice. That always works quite well, and it's great with the ginger. Okay, so I want to be blending this so that we're actually blending down the quinoa and breaking it open. Blending the bananas in and just getting all that, releasing that moisture into the mix. Okay, so, keep going. So you can have it really as coarse or as smooth as you like. I like to have it not completely smooth, but smooth enough that you can dollop it into the tin. And it has quite a firm texture that holds together well. Okay, nearly done. Right, there we are. Okay, so I'll just, as you can see, it's quite claggy. Dollop that out with my spatula into, I'm using a silicone tray here, but you can put it into a loaf tin or any baking tin really. If you're using a loaf tin, I do recommend use parchment paper so that when it cools you can pull it out nice and easily without it breaking. Okay, so scrape as much as that off. that in a bit when I turn the camera off. Okay, so spread this around, get it nice and even into the four corners. Again, you don't have to have a flat baking tray like this. Flat brownie tray, you can have a loaf tin, you can have a round cake tin, whatever you like. Okay, but with this I'll be able to cut it into nice brownie shaped pieces. Okay, so now that that's all nice and smooth, what I've got is, excuse the chaos here, got just 4 squares of dark chocolate. If you can get quite a high percentage of cocoa, better quality cocoa, you get more of those antioxidants that are really good for you. Okay, so once that's chopped up, I do recommend 70% above. One that I really like, this isn't it, but I love the 99% cocoa content. Lindt do a really good one. And it just adds that real tang of bitterness and rich cocoa intensity. It's great. Okay, so once I've chopped that up, let's say only a few little squares, does make the difference, and then just sprinkle that across the top, nice and evenly. And then you should be ready just to pop it into the oven. Now I preheat the oven to about 140, 150, because you don't want it dry and crispy on top and not cooked all the way through. You want it nice and even, and because it's quite thin, nice evenly cooked. So I've put that in there at 140, 150, probably for about 35 minutes. And then once that's done, take it out, leave it to cool, probably for a minimum, and to actually rest as well. Okay, so that it doesn't fall apart when you cut it, for probably a minimum of 20 minutes. And then you can turn it out or just serve it from the dish. And yeah, like I said, that's great for a post-workout snack, or just when you're on the go and you need a boost of energy. And that's one of my tasty quinoa recipes. Hope you enjoy. See you later.